foliage. You know what that means? It's playoff soccer time, and we're at Mill River Union High School, and you can see the captains from both sides and the coaches meeting with the officials as they get the rules down and set. You're watching Thetford in the blue, the Panthers taking on #1 seed Mill River Union High School. And in the rain, as usual, what would playoff soccer be without the soggy conditions? And it is soggy. It has poured throughout the day, torrential downpours. It's raining very hard right now. And I think the most important part of this meeting would be who won the toss, because it'd be very important to me which goal I would defend, because the northern goal is much cleaner as far as a grass surface for the goalie to get traction on. The southern goal is just totally eroded in the front, and it's a big mud patch. They put some speedy dry or kitty litter, whatever you want to call it, on that area. But I want to see, it looks like Mill River is going to defend the northern goal first, but we'll wait and see. You can take a look at what I mean right there. So you that area in front of the southern goal, that's all slush and mud, and they put kitty litter in front of it. And then the northern goal down here, it's all grass. So that could be a big factor. It is somewhat windy. Keys to the game, they never change from the regular season, from game to game to the postseason. Mill River coming in the #1 seed. I think they can take the lead from what the Proctor Varsity boys soccer team did. Proctor boys, the #1 seed and undefeated, played the lower seed, hosted the game, and came out swinging and never looked back. Took a 9-0 win over Cabot. I think that's the same thing we should see here from Mill River. For the #1 seed, which Mill River is, and they're undefeated, come out and play like the #1 seed. Don't give the other team a chance to hang around. Don't give the other team a chance to get confidence going. Come out swinging and play like a #1 seed. A lot of weapons on this Mill River team, coached by Randy Chadburn. Rebecca Day jumps right out at me, Emmy Osmer. Then you start looking at the support groups, Chelsea Bagley, Leah Rogstadt. I mean, it just goes on and on. Haley Troopy. And then you look back in net, you've got a senior goalkeeper who's played 4 years of varsity soccer. So I can tell you that Gabriella Pack is in net for Thetford. And Thetford, there she goes back. She is going to defend the southern goal. So that could be critical to get the lead early while you have the other goalie attraction-wise at a disadvantage. Randy Dewey out there as one official, and that looks like Stan Blickhart's the other official. I'll get more into that as the game goes along. And there is 40-minute halves, overtime if necessary, but rules change a tad bit here for the playoffs. You can have a tie. You play till you have a winner. And of course, it was, I think, 3 years ago, that monumental playoff game against Montpelier that went through regulation time, 2 10-minute overtime periods, a couple 5-minute overtime periods, where they take people off the field, so you're playing with less numbers, open up more of the field. And then the shootout, of course, in the dark. And I hope we don't have to go through any of that today. I hope it's Mill River early and easy, as on the whistle we'll have a foul and a kick coming up as a penalty called, and we'll see who's going to take the kick for the Panthers as they try to get settled in. Waterman was coming over, and you know what? I missed it because I was watching the ball boy. Well, we'll pick that up later. Mill River on the defense. Well, you can talk about their offense. They score a lot of points, Mill River, but I think defensively this is probably one of their most solid teams they've had in the last several years under Coach Chadburn. He's had good defensive teams, don't get me wrong. But he's got Bagley in the middle of the field, along with Kachupi, and that, they really help a lot, not only on linking up the fields from front to back, but transitioning through the middle of the field, but they can get back speed-wise and take away your chances. And that young lady just kicked the ball, could be the whole key to the playoff run. The sweeper, Amanda Lee, number 18, moved to that position 3 or 4 games into the season last year, and boy, has been a natural fit back there and has made a world of difference to this Mill River soccer team on the defense. See Hannon get the ball in, and that just eludes the toe of Eleanor Ross, number 17, and she will have it go through the inline, and I think we'll have the Panthers. Yeah, they'll go retrieve the ball. And again, it is coming down hard, the rain. It is soggy, and it's not supposed to clear up for the rest of the day. Okay, I'm looking for they went after 2 different balls. That screws me up, so we'll have a goal kick coming up for Thetford. Mill River went through the regular season. They mixed it up. They played Division I and Division II teams. And they ended up undefeated. No wins. I mean, all wins, no losses, no ties. They had a couple heart stoppers. Played MAU here in the game I did. That was a great ball game. Won in overtime by Haley Kachupi. They had comeback win in Hartford against Hartford. And like I said, the first year playing the C schedule, the C division for the playoffs. Frogstadt with the ball, trying to get the turn, and getting the longer the game goes scoreless, of course, in my opinion, which means nothing, the longer it favors the underdog, the lower seeded team. Day coming in on a rush, and there's the step up and the kick out by Waterman, number 17. And that went off from Day, and Waterman will take the goal kick. She'll set it on the near side of the box. And look, they've not shortened the field. But we're very good at finishing off scoring chances, something they had trouble with the last couple years, or had been a bugaboo for them, but this year, not an issue. They have a lot of different finishers, especially with the emergence this year of sophomore Emily Osmer to complement senior Rebecca Day. They make quite the 1-2 scoring punch. And it's hard just to key on those two players, as that could become, I'm looking to see if that's going to be a corner. I think we're going to have a corner, my friend, yes. So Mill River will get the game's first corner with 36-19 to go in the first half of play. And what Osmer's done well all year is right here, serve, one of the things she's done well, serve the ball up and put it in a good position, but she put it right on the toe of Katrupi. Now come back to Osmer and she'll try to resettle it, and she went a little bit too far for a header. It came out about 9 yards in front. There's the step up, and boy, Mare are able to push the ball back in, but they can't control it, and it should become a goal kick. And Waterman will kick it from the far side of the box this time. Yeah, it's a one and done tournament. You lose, you're done. You move on to your banquet, shed your tears for your seniors, and talk about next year what's going to happen. Get ready for basketball. I'll have plenty of basketball action for you on Munger Vision. I hope you've enjoyed all the high school soccer I brought to you this season. There's been some outstanding soccer play. Like I said, I concentrated on Proctor and Mill River, and we'll have the second corner for Mill River here in the first half. Osmer will go to the other side, to the left side, the goalie's right side, my left. And Osmer, as you can see right now, the wind at a lull, which is good. Again, it's hard to serve up a nice kick. It's like trying to golf in the pouring rain. The ball slides off the club heads. Well, and soccer ball's no different. It slides off your wet cleats. And there's a nice step up and time by Lee, and she's directing traffic back there so that nobody will come back and beat her. That's Bagley had it. Double team comes off the ball, and it's going to be a step up by Jenny Holler. And what a captain Jenny Holler has been this year. She has led by example. She is a tough, gritty player, and makes good chemistry on a team, and it'll be picked up by Pack as she comes out. You see the ball die on the roll. It gets bogged down in the water and the mud. Rogstad challenged the ball, but that 50-50 ball won by Thetford. Now, I've seen Thetford play in the past, but not against Mill River. I've seen Thetford against MSJ soccer, and that's going to come in. See a lot of Thetford in softball when I covered Jeff Johnson's MSJ softball teams. I know that they're good, they're athletic. I see Thetford when they play West Rutland in basketball, and it's Mooney that made the save. And they said, Mooney, you know, this is the payoff here for Mooney. 4 years, not a complete season starter in her freshman year, but she played a ton. She started a ton, though, in her freshman year. And actually, I think it was 4 years ago, that Montpelier game, not 3, because Mooney was a freshman. But now you've got a senior, seasoned veteran back there in net. Of course, there's a lot of luck in winning a title or moving deep into the playoffs. A lot of luck involved. You've got to have bounces go your way. You've got to have the wind blow the right way. I mean, there's all kinds of little fluky things that can happen. Mill River, on paper, obviously the better team out here today, undefeated, and finished up the regular season against Springfield 1-0, and what was a real gritty, tough, drag it out, grind it out game. Day shot, and save on the first great shot of the game. It came to Rebecca Day. And Pack came out, and that's going to be high and wide. Pack came out, made a great reaction save, and got it with her hand, put the ball back into play. So Mill River just misses getting the lead here. Played 7 minutes of soccer, and by far the best scoring chance of the first half of play was Waterman. That's a fitting name today, with all the water on the field and the water coming down, to be named Waterman. Day coming in off the opposite side, just couldn't get around on the ball. Yeah, just couldn't get around the ball. What a career Rebecca Day has had. But you got to think of all the seniors out there for Mill River. Been part of Coach Chad Burns' program, whether as a JV player or as a varsity player this year. But certainly a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of years spent, a lot of hours spent on the soccer field and practice and in games, and they're looking for the big trip this year to the finals. Well, they look for that every year, but they are contenders, not pretenders this season. That will roll on a play. Peter Boyd, the head coach for Thetford Panthers. And again, if you're just joining us, Thetford in the blue against #1 seeded Mill River in the white. We're at Mill River Union High School, or I don't know about we, but Jerry Munger is at Mill River Union High School. And we'll have Bagley go back, and Bagley and Hannon will take a majority of the throws today. Coach Chadburn been in this position before, where he was either a 1 or 2 seed and great records and a lot of expectations, but they've had little problems throughout the playoffs. Looking to change that all today, or this season actually. That's going to roll in. You can see Katrupi got back at a piece of it and couldn't control enough to take the ball in for a shot. Now will be kicked side out. We'll have a white throw coming up, and now Hannon, number 23, Amber Hannon will take the throw. Junior out there for Mill River. Again, the introductions, I didn't get to take them. I'm trying to conserve as much tape as I can. I have a 2-hour tape, and of course I bring up an extra one in case we go to, way over time. But I have found that by not taking the introductions and the national anthem and all that pre-game ceremonial stuff, that I'm able to get the game on, a complete game with overtime on one tape, which helps me out because I supply my own tapes, my own DVD, because then I convert it to a DVD and I supply all that. And we'll wait and see why the clock got stopped at 30:43. All because the ball had traveled too far away and it was going to take too much time to go get it. Now I might have to bring the camera in a little bit here in a second because it is pouring out, coming right in the window. Mooney with the save, and what you missed, of course, I moved the camera in on the windowsill further so the rain wouldn't fall on top of it. She made a spectacular save to keep the game scoreless. So Thetford with their first major rush down the field, which you didn't get a chance to see because of me. But Mooney with the save. You can see Amanda Lee bringing the ball to the outside, and boy, put it right on the dime. Passed it right on the mark. Got it to Day. Day wants to go through midfield, and there's a touch up by Brown, number 10 out there. So Brown getting some early game action. We'll leave the ball for Katrupi. And the team's health, I think, I didn't see anybody not introduced, and I look over on the bench, I see no players in warm-ups or civilian clothes, so I'm assuming that it's a relatively healthy ball club going into the playoffs for Mill River. As Katrupi will set it up, and that was a lot more dangerous than what it appeared to be, and it was also played very casually by Thetford. Yeah, I'm waiting to see. It is a goal kick. I wasn't sure, and they'll mark the ball. And Waterman, number 17 right there, will mark it on the far side of the corner. You can see the rain coming down. And that is Mr. Stan Blickhart's down there, the other official, along with Randy Dewey. So I know we got a couple top-notch officials out there to call the game. Holler will send the ball to the far side, and Hannon. Ball ends up with Katrupi, and she's going to send it through to Day. Skips over her foot, and Thetford able just to clean it up momentarily as that was Katrupi flying through the air and got it to Day, and Day coming through, and that's just going to be popped up at the last second over the top of the net. Oh, they're going to send Osborne to the corner to take yet another third corner kick here of the first half of play. Mill River has had one outstanding chance, and Thetford's had one outstanding scoring chance. 28 minutes to go. We played 12 minutes of playoff soccer action. Congratulations to the Proctor boys team winning their first round playoff game. And we'll have their quarterfinal game against Arlington. And boy, the Water are a lot of problem right now. Oh, that hit the post, and just nobody could get a piece of the ball. It's just being lobbied around in the box area. Rogstad stepped up and headed it out of play. That hit the post squarely on the lob kick. So Mill River been knocking on the door a couple times, but can't get the ball to cooperate with them and go in the back of the net. We stay scoreless here in the first half of play. Yeah, it's the Arlington Proctor boys playoff game, quarterfinal game, I will have on Munger Vision for you. And I totally have lost the ball. There we go. You know what it is? The umbrella blocked it. Rogstad fires, skips, and will be picked up by Pact. And she see that little toe work that kept the ball from going through the inline, which were created in the fourth corner. And nice job by Pact. Gabriella Pact out there. And that's Hannon trying to send the ball down to that vacated corner. Osmer just on the outside of the net. Close. Again, good penetration. Got the ball in deep, but couldn't get the finish. And Waterman again will take the goal kick. 0-0. We've got a scoreless game on Munger Vision. Well, I've reminded you throughout the whole month of October, and now that we're turning the calendar to November, I'll remind you again. As Osmer making the move, dancing through the first defense, bowling her way in, and had the ball taken off her foot at the last second. I like the effort by Osmer. Yes, November 27th and 28th, Rusty Louise, the Lager, will be at the Paramount Theater. 2 shows, one at 8 o'clock the 27th, one at 8 p.m. the 28th. Tickets available at ParamountLive.org. And it's the holiday show, so it's not only the comedy of Rusty Louise, but the music, and you'll have fellow musicians there, and it's just a great time, and what a way to start off your holidays. Day slides it out, gets it on the foot of Osmer. She'll send it back to Katrupi. Katrupi couldn't get a foot on it cleanly, and Bodies in those blue jerseys got in front of the shot and stopped it from coming in on Pack, the goalie. That's going to roll to the side, be out of bounds, and we should have the throw. Hannon coming over, number 23, and she will take the throw now. That actually might have slipped out of her hands, and can you imagine that on this wet day, having the ball slip out of her hands? And it went out of bounds. Randy Dewey says it will be blue ball. So the Panthers looking for this tournament's first major upset in a scoreless ball game here in, well, playoff soccer conditions, which are gloomy and rainy and muddy and chilly and cold. Day shot, Day, go, she got it. Rebecca Day, left alone too long in front of the net, will turn and fire and give the Minutemen the 1-0 lead, and that goal coming with 25-11 to go in the first half of play. And boy, they'd had possession, they'd had some key shots, they've had 3 corners, but this time Day, the senior captain, will convert it into points. And I told you about finishing, and this Mill River team has a multitude of finishers. And Haley Kachupi will get the assist on the goal. And again, I can't tell you how simple the philosophy is. You are the top seed, you're the higher seed today. Come out, apply pressure, and play with that confidence. And just come out, pedal down to the floor, and be ready to just come out flying. And the Mill River's done a good job of doing that. Proctor boys did a good job of doing that yesterday. Got Proctor boys matching up with Arlington in the quarterfinal game. They played twice this year already, Proctor winning both games. Close, physical ball games, rivalry, chippy kind of ball games. So that should be a fun one to bring you to the third meeting this year. And Thetford looking to answer that goal. We'll get the ball down inside the 18. They'll cross over and miss. They couldn't bring it out in front of the net enough. Mooney had the short post guarded, and that'll go out of bounds, and Amanda Lee will take the kick. Again, Amanda Lee. You know, there are some unbelievably talented seniors graduating this year. This is their last soccer season. Coach Chadburn's built up quite a feeder program, and he's got a lot of underclassmen who are key contributors coming back next year. So the cupboard's definitely not bare, as they really haven't been since I've been covering the Mill River soccer team. Coach Chadburn in his 9th season. I figure if his team can win it all, he'll be in a good position to renegotiate for a big 6-figure contract. That ball volleying around midfield area, and Brown, nice job using her body to wedge off the defender, gets it on the foot of Osmer, and Osmer wanted to send the ball through, knocked down by the defense. Now Osmer, just that little bit of a lean, will get called for the foul, and we'll have a kick taken. I believe it'll be Waterman coming over, and it will be number 17 in blue, Courtney Waterman. Ball marked down at the 25-yard line. The ball will skip past the foot of Kachupi, get down to Jenny Holler, and she'll just drill it side out. And the Panthers will take the throw in Mill River territory. This time it's going to be Robinson, Julia Robinson, with the toss, and Kachupi with the challenge, and then they'll work the ball down the far side, bringing it back 5 yards, and just lob the kick over the top to the corner. A bump by Holler, just enough to throw the play off rhythm, and nowhere to get the ball crossed. Great defense by Jenny Holler, number 13. You see right now, they're just trying to find a way to get it inside the 18. There's a step up and the ball popping out. And then the race to the sideline, and a good position by Mill River. Again, that's Rogstad, who's just been brilliant this year. Able to get there and just always plays. She has great leverage with her body. She knows how to leverage her body. And she's not a big person. But boy, she knows how to use her body to get in there and just wedge out an offensive player trying to get to the ball. She has impeccable timing, too, when she decides to come up and be in a play offensively. She has a knack for being in the right place, the right time, picking the right spot. And there goes Kachupi sending the ball away through, and Osmer just about 2 yards too far behind it. And that will just come out near the edge of the circle, and it will go out of bounds. You can't see it because of the umbrellas here in the rain. We'll have Chelsea Bagley, 22, take the throw. 22 Bagley with 22 minutes even to go. We played 18 minutes of soccer, and on Rebecca Day's goal, Mill River's got the 1-0 lead. Looking to go to the quarterfinals. Bagley looking to get involved in the offense and stepping up. And I'll tell you what, it's been solid with Kachupi and Bagley and Hannon across that middle stripe, and that's going to kick and roll. And Coach Boyd will make the stop, but Hannon will take the throw. And we've got substitutions coming in for Mill River. It looks like a Redenis, and it is Taryn Redenis, number 4, coming in for Mill River. It's a cold rain, too. It's the kind of rain where you want your players to, when it's all said and done, get in, get warm, dry off, get something hot to eat, and don't go back out tonight. Get in there, and the last thing you want to do is get a sinus infection or a sore throat or something like that. Not just for soccer, but you just don't want that anyways. Comes down to Osmer, and she faked out the defense. Osmer open stepping in, 7-yard shot, and Osmer will put it in the corner of the net. What a move at the top of the 18 Osmer made to get open, and she buried it 2-0, and it's the 1-2 punch of Day and Osmer that put Mill River up 2-0. Well, she's had a superb sophomore season, Emily Osmer has. And the Minutemen get up 2-0. Waiting to see if they announce an assist on that after that was unassisted. And don't be sad, don't get complacent now you're up 2 goals if you're Mill River. Just keep on punching, keep on going. One thing very apparent here in the first 20 minutes of soccer as we're nearing the midway point of the first half. Team speed definitely favoring Mill River, and that's been the case in almost every game that I have seen, that I have done. Mill River, tremendous team speed. Yeah, ball. You see now the angle that Holler takes. Now she took away the end line, turned the ball back to the middle of the field, stepped inside, and we'll just keep battling along that sideline with Robinson. That's going to come off from the head of a Mill River defender. I think it was Hannon that got a piece of it. Rogstad will move to the ball, again, get between the ball and the Panther player and wedge it out another 7 yards. For Dennis, just a tad bit late on the step up, and that ball rolls to a premium spot for Robinson. She wants to turn and center the ball up, and knocked down by Mackenzie Mooney, the goalie, and she will make the save, and she will punt down as she will bring it all the way over to this near side of the 18. And actually a very good kick by Mackenzie Mooney. Gets it to Day, and Day wants to send it on the side to Rogstad, and a nice step up by the Panthers. And oh, geez, they called that on Day. I'm not a soccer official kind of guy. I've never played or coached it, just watched tons of it. See, that to me was a no call. But I mean, who the heck am I, right? That ball sent up and out as Mill River up by 2 goals. That's Merrill taking it off her foot on a short pass to Rogstad. Rogstad wants to turn up near the sideline. Did, but the ball got about maybe 6 yards too far away from her and picked up back up by the Panthers. Lee will come flying out. Lee just has impeccable instincts at that position, the sweeper position. Osmer, who's got the game's latest goal with the ball, wants to go pass here. Out of that team speed, she just went right with the ball. She went right by the defense. She'll bring it back to the inside on the dribble, and that pass, that time that maneuver broken up by Madison Wilhite. So Wilhite with a nice defensive play will slow down the Mill River rush, and that looks like Paige Carrera. That's a long way across the field for this little guy to see, but I think that's Paige Carrera. Number 3, and it is, and she's told to move down about 7 to 8 yards to take the throw. Now she'll back it up, and the junior with the big line drive throw just missed, hooking up with one of her teammates there. As Holler, again moving up the field, wedges the play momentarily. Now Bagley took the dribble to the outside and laid it out for a 9-yard pass to Carrera, and she hitched the kick a tad and able to get it in top of the 18 and no further, as Mill River will pop it up. We'll have a 50-50 ball. It'll hit the ground, and Brown, who's gotten a lot of playing time here in the first half, has responded with an excellent first half of play. Minutemen up by 2. Rebecca Day with the game's first goal, and then Emily Osmer with the second goal. Again, Mill River coming in with that undefeated record and playing on their home field on a soggy day, looking to get to Saturday's action to the quarterfinals. And again, we'll have Paige Carrera back it up, and that line drive technique just rejected back out by the Panther defender. Now have to wait for the substitutions to come in. That was number 26, Fortunati. The press box, very popular today. No rain up here where it's dry. There's the shot coming in, and the save. Pat will pick it up, and she had a problem handling it cleanly as the ball came down, and not enough traffic in front of her to pounce on the rebound. Very short kick, and so that's Taggart, number 11, is coming to the ball game. Had a piece of it, couldn't control it, and Redenis, number 4, with it, will steer it to the outside. And Panthers looking to take it on the dribble and make the clear, and Bagley will step up and have none of it. She'll take the ball away, and there's Lee again, and she'll get that short 12-yard kick to the right side. Brown in pursuit, and they'll watch the ball roll out, and we'll have a blue throw. We're at 16:55 to go in the first half of play. Mill River up by 2. As they can break the action here to bring in the substitutions. Mackenzie Mooney, the senior, in net for the Minutemen. A couple good shots so far, but she hasn't been overworked. And we've had Gabriella Pack at the other end. She's faced 4 or 5 quality shots. 2 of them found the back of the net. And Mill River getting that lead early, and that number 1 seed, very important. They need to go up over the top and right out from the head of, I think that's going to be Osmer, number 7. And she'll get the corner, and that ball will go out of bounds and roll and die and be kicked out. We'll just have a throw by Mill River. See if it's going to be Bagley or Hannon coming down. That will take the throw. It's going to be Bagley, number 22. So Chelsea Bagley. She took a glance over her shoulder, seeing substitutions coming in. Now she's going to try to take it right into the box. About the parallel to the 8-yard line. She is on the near side of the field. She'll get that running start and max it up to Day. And Day with the ball back. They'll send it up far post, looking for a header, and Carrera was marked very well, but she'll go to the corner and get the ball now. Carrera brought it back to Brown, and just a little bit soft on the pass. In the field conditions, the pass is really flattened out early. They are soggy field conditions, and the ball will bog down quick. Lee got the ball midfield, knocked it down, trapped it, and then sent it in on the short pass. Katrupi had her pass blocked down as she was looking for Rogstad on that side. And through the umbrellas, you'll watch the ball roll out of bounds, and Thetford will pick up. Now Thetford's in that position where they really can't afford to give up the next goal and be down 3-0. They can hold the fort here and keep it at 2-0. They can go in half and regroup and come up with a new strategy. Don't forget they're going to switch ends of the field now. We'll put Mackenzie Mooney down in that soggy goal area for the second half. But if they give up another goal, they'll be down by 3 to Mill River on their home turf. And you can see it's going to be Bagley again. Stan Blickhart's holding up action as Osmer coming in. After a brief rest, Dennis will leave the ball game now. 14:41 to go in the first half. That's going to be off from the head of Katrupi. Today, she tries to loop around the front of the defender, and then Osmer will just push the pass to her. And well, you can see Day react. She knew that was a beautiful return pass. And Day told to move down inside. Rogstad came up, and she wanted to drill it through, and that ball will go out of bounds. We'll have a throw coming up from Mill River. Or will it be a corner? Oh, it's going to be a corner. Went down through the inline, so we will have Osmer. As you can see, it's tough to see around this window jam down this end, but we'll take the corner kick now by Emily Osmer. Oh, but there's a lot of bodies out in front of that goalie packed out there, but nobody could really bring it down and control it. Mill River chasing it down will be Carrera, and she lost it on the outside turn, and Coach Ryan with the trap, and Carrera will take the throw. And then the follow-up as it goes off, back right out to the foot of Pack. Or Carrera, I'm sorry. And on the miss kick, that was Brown. She'll go down and retrieve the ball, go to the corner. That's going to stay in play, and that's going to give Brown a chance to go back and be looking to kick it on the move. And that's going to be hard to do. They plant kick and get a solid meet with the ball on the spikes because that cleat's all wet and the ball was flying off from it. Mill River, a lot of time in possession this first half, really hemming in the Panthers defensively. Again, momentarily, Holler just about midfield, able to keep it down in the offensive end. Now that'll go all the way down to the corner, and that'll roll out of play. Now I'll wait to see who's going to get the call here on the throw. It's going to be Mill River with it on the far side. It looks like Chelsea Bagley and Bagley. With 12:50 to go in the first half of play. In the rain and the mud here at Mill River, the Minutemen with the 2-0 lead. And it's going to be off the head toward the center of the field, and Rogstad going backwards to go forwards will line it out, kick it out. She'll let everybody remark now. A little bad advantage here for the Minutemen as the horn sounds, the subs coming in, and Hannon will come in for Carrera for Mill River. And boy, you see a couple Minutemen coming close together there on that header, and you never want to see that. That'll roll through to Bagley. What happened was Lee was communicated to by Bagley that she wanted the ball to come through, and she will take the kick. Again, nice job on the kick, and Brown nudged it forward over midfield. It'll roll to the side, won't have enough juice to get there. Now Osborne will pick it up before it goes out of bounds, and on the turn, Osborne will lose the ball out of bounds. So the Panthers have been shut down for a while offensively after a couple good rushes down the field. Holler didn't let the ball set, just turned and drilled it. Now I'll go to Coach Chadford, and he'll put it back in play, and we'll have a blue throw for the Panthers. Of course, being the road team, it's important to hang around here, not to get taken around the ball again. That's what happened with Cabot against Proctor. Cabot got down early, and Proctor just kept the pressure on. And I tell you, just after halftime, you could just see it in the body language of Cabot. They knew it wasn't going to be their year for the big upset. Merrill turned the last second, couldn't clear it. That ball swung on and missed right there by Katrupi, and it's going to be worked up out in the middle of the field by Bagley. Nice job by Chelsea Bagley just staying with it. Again, that was Katrupi that knocked the ball down, but it came laterally across the field, and Merrill will link up with Day, and Day wants to clear the ball up and get that over-the-top game going with Osborne with that speed to break up and out. Here comes Osborne now. She's got one-on-one action. She'll bring the ball back to the inside. She'll split the defense on the acceleration, take the bump. She'll go down. No whistle. Follow up by Brown. She'll have to go to the outside and pick it up. That was a good no call on that play. There's a little kick coming in outside of the net and through the inline. We'll have a goal kick now by the Thetford Panthers. They're coming down to 10.5 minutes to go. First half of playing. Waterman off the far side of the box with the mark. She's able to lift it over that first line of defense. Nice job of getting up in the air by Katrupi to get the header and keep the ball down the sin, and looking to take it through the middle. Had the ball taken off her foot, and now Bagley can leak, or that was Holler that communicated to her to let the ball pass through, and then Holler just missed-kicked it. Tried it one time with that wind-up and kick, and it's going to be a tough order to do today. And don't forget, all through the various times through the month of November, to tune in to Channel 15, and you can watch the really big show, number 14 from the Paramount Theater. Your host, Sam Caruso, and it's a talent show fundraiser for the United Way of Rutland County, and all the money raised stays right here in Rutland County's United Way. All you can see singing and dancing, and there's usually a comedian or two, and all kinds of different acts and talents, and again, I'll be on at different times, so go to the website at www.PEGTV.com, look for the schedule, the listings, and see when it will be airing on Channel 15. And if you can't wait, just click video on demand and click the program Really Big Show number 14, and you can watch it on the internet on your computer anytime you want. Lee just stayed with it, kept jousting, and the ball popped free, and Lee will get it up to midfield, and that was Holler looping back, and now the ball's going to come back here toward the bleacher side, and Day trying to take the angle, and the pass will just miss her, and that'll go out of bounds, and we should have a white throw, and I'm looking for Bagley. Yeah, Chelsea Bagley will come all the way across from the middle of the field, and she will take the throw with 8:53 to go here in the first half of play. Rain coming down even harder now, and once you start a soccer playoff game, you've got to finish it, so. Yeah. the ball was about set to be set in play, and they were a good 20 yards from the mark of the ball. And Stan Blickard stopped the play and brought the ball back up to the correct position on the field before they take the throw out of bounds. And Bagley. See her next after the soccer season's over out here on the basketball court at Mill River. Very talented multiple sports star, and that will be Day watching it go out of bounds, and we'll have the toss coming in. That's number 18, Jackson, Kaylin Jackson. Again, she has to wait for the substitutions to come in, and she's giving a thumbs up, good to go sign from the officials. Day right there, just casually with a header to the inside, and it's misplayed and out of bounds off from Thetford, and Bagley will take the throw, and Bagley and Osmer and Day with that height advantage, able to use the longer legs and get it to Osmer. Osmer, showed the ball, brought the outside, and she's got a tough angle, and she'll get it in the back of the net. Osmer, with her second goal of the game, will make it 3-0 Mill River, and boy, Day will get the assist, but you talk about a faking out the defender to open up that short angle on that short post, and Emily Osmer with a 2-goal game for the Minutemen. 3-0, and that was that crucial Knicks goal. Came with 7:39 to go in the first half, and White Thetford right on the edge. They need something positive to happen here. Well, they either need to keep them scoreless the rest of the first half or get something positive for themselves. But again, that was just good individual play right there, foot skills, just to break down the defender, and that good speed, able to get ahead of her, just enough to open up the leg. And there really wasn't much that the goalie, Gabriella Pack, could do on that play. So 3 goals in the first half for the Minutemen. And they've got to be thinking no letdown here in the second half. They're sitting in good shape to get on to the quarterfinals. And Bagley wanted to step on it and bring the ball back. Able to do it eventually, and Hannon stepped up, couldn't control it. That ball bats around the sidelines. The wind kicking up now here at Mill River, and that's just what they needed with the rain. Was you can't have rain without a gusting wind, and now they've got it. There's the long lob to the edge of the circle, not to midfield, and on the turn, we see Lee come up and drive the ball into Mill River territory momentarily, as the ball will come right back out. The middle of the field, well, Mill River's been able to transition through there very nicely. But they've done that basically 90% of the season. They've been able really to link up and control the middle of the field, get the ball to the front. See Lee take position, and boy, she went high with the leg, and Merrill right there with her. She'll nudge it forward another 7 yards, maybe 8 yards, and the Panthers on the move take the shot, and Mooney will watch it go wide. And we're going to have a corner kick coming up for the Panthers. With 6:23 to go, they got to take advantage of every opportunity that they are given here. There's Griggle coming in, number 12, to take the kick. And now you can't see the kick because of the window jam, but I'll take the front of the net. Mooney had a clear line of vision, no traffic in front of her, tracked the ball well and snagged it out of the air, and she'll take the punt now after making a save. I have run officially for 3 saves here in the first half. Osmer to Day, and beautiful little 7-yard pass, and Day trying to accelerate and just keeps going forward. Rogstad on the left side. Rogstad brings the ball around. Pack will get down and make the save as it rolls into her hands safely as we've hit the 5-minute to play mark here. First round of the playoffs sometimes can be the most frustrating for the higher seeds. This game being played right on cue by Mill River. You see Hannon step up to contest that piece of real estate, and the ball will go off for Hannon out of bounds. They'll slow down the play, take the throw, and they want to go back about 5 yards, and now they're happy. Basically right in front of the Mill River bench is where they are. And Kachupi made a play on the ball, and they did elude her, but she's able to get it to a teammate. Comes back to Osmer. There's Day on the left or right side. Excellent. Kachupi mixed into the play, trying to send the ball through to Osmer. She'll tow it to the side, and Osmer, see if she'll make the move wide or take it to the inside. Back to the inside. And there's the step up by Kachupi, and the kick on the edge, and looking for Ross, and it just misses number 17, Eleanor Ross. And again, Mill River just inches away from getting goal number 4. Again, on the change, looks like for Dennis, number 4. Yes, it is for Dennis. And Thomas, Ariana Thomas, number 12. Both Mill River changes, both in the ball game now. We're Dennis 4 and Thomas 12. in the white uniforms. You can see Holler in the foreground giving way to Lee, and Lee will plant and kick and send it to the open corner, and Ross right there bumping and grinding will take the ball to the inside. Nice job by Ross, and she'll take the dribble 8 yards further in, and can she squeeze the pass off? Nope. It'll go through the inline off from Ross. We'll have a goal kick taken by Waterman. So we're at 4 minutes even to play on this cool, chilly, wet day for Mill River. Again, I invite you to watch Sports Beat on Channel 15. It's on Monday afternoons at 4:30, Tuesday afternoons at 5:30, and then Thursday night at 9 p.m. And the guest for the next 3 weeks is Rusty Louise the Logger, so you can warm up to his act at the Paramount by catching him on Sports Beat with me. Then from mid-November to December, I went to VINS, Vermont Institute of Natural Science, up in Quechee, Vermont, where they keep birds of prey, and got a guided tour, and it was a cool show. And it's going to be on Shirley Osmer looking for the hat trick. We'll bring it wide. Osmer trying to open the leg, does, shot, and oh, she'll be seeing that one. She lifted it up and over and just missed that. Senior Thomas down at number 12, Ariana Thomas, who you might remember watching on PEGTV Channel 15 in the Pumpkin Princess pageant competition. Just a tad under 3 minutes to go. 3-0 Mill River. We're talking first half action. Thomas went up and got it, brought it down to Osmer. Osmer to Ross, and Ross trying to slide the ball through. Had day ahead of everybody. We've had no offsides called today so far in the ball game. And Mill River not only time of possession, corners, shots, and territorially has the advantage, but they have it on the scoreboard also, and they have looked like the top seed here so far in this first half, in quest of a quarterfinal matchup here on their home turf. Mill River with the lead. That ball behind for Dennis, picked up by Osmer on the fly. And that goes off a couple different Panther players, and then coming in to push the ball forward was Dennis. Back to Osmer. Osmer's like got a magnet on her foot, and that will be just off the mark as Pact went up. And with 1:57 to go, we'll have Waterman now on the near side of the box take the kick. In short kick, short field, Day to Osmer. Boy, nothing like we're having to only work about 20 yards to get the ball into Day, and it came off the side of her foot, because I'll tell you what, she would have been in a great position to shoot, knock down Ross. There you can feel another goal here. They're swarming around, keeping the pressure down inside on Thetford. That will roll out of bounds. We should have a throw coming up, and I believe that's Tessa Cole, number 2. Oh, we are going to have a throw. It's going to be Thetford. That is Tessa Cole, number 2 in the ball game for Mill River. It's the clock down now to nearing the 60-second to play mark in the first half. And Ross with the easy pick. Again, brought the ball too far forward on the dribble. It'll go out of bounds and we'll have a white throw. They should bring Bagley down. Yeah, Bagley 22 will take the throw, and she can take it into the box if she can plant herself and get a good grip. Nope, you can see her rhythm was all off on the toss, and couldn't get it deep enough into the 18. That was the lead with the step up all the way up to the 40-yard line. Thomas on the turn was double teamed. Ball will come off from her foot. Now the nice timing by Merrill to step up and take it deeper inside the 25, and when in doubt, kick it out. And that's just what Thetford did. They were actually more scrambling around right there. Mill River going to have possession down inside their own offensive end, and that will be off from Osmer, and we'll have a blue throw now as we're down to 20 seconds to go before half. That will roll off the side of the foot of Robinson. Bagley, this should just about do it with 10 seconds to go from the middle of the field to the edge, and set for the throw, and Chelsea Bagley with the heave into a sea of blue, and that's going to be our first half, and Mill River's going to enjoy that 3-0 lead over Thetford, and we will follow sweeper Amanda Lee over to the far side. And again, Mill River with 2 goals from Emily Osmer, 1 from Rebecca Day, just 1 half away from moving on to the quarterfinals. You see teams have switched into the field. Mackenzie Mooney now in that swampy, muddy area, trying to get used to it. So you're packing in the speedy dry down there they use. She does the free, she's all set. And Mill River, I can tell you, just from watching the 2 teams come out after the halftime, the body language completely different from Mill River. They were darted to the field. They couldn't wait to get out there. They were out early before the start of the second half. They're bouncing around and figure it 3-0. Mill River with the lead. They get another goal here early in the second half. It could be cruise control for the Minutemen the rest of the way. Osmer with 2 goals, Day with 1. You're looking at Kachuki, number 9, with Emily Osmer right there. Ross also up front along with Day, and I believe that's Merrill on the far side. So 40 minutes away from going to the quarterfinals are the Mill River Minutemen, the number 1 seed. And ball bouncing around Day, and she's looking for it. It's at her backside there. She'll turn out the heel and make the kick in, and then the step up by Hannon just a tad bit late. It is still rainy and has never let up. It's been harder at times, and that's gone off from Bagley's face. She'll chase it down, push it forward. Bagley looking to turn the corner, wants to cross the ball, has to bring it back on the inside dribble, opens up the foot, gets it to Rouse. She'll kick it on the fly and go over the top of the crossbar and out of play. And it's been hard today to kick it on one time, and where you don't settle and trap it, you just kick it, and it goes up and out, and we'll have Waterman get ready at the sweeper position to take the kick. And again, Gabriella Pack still in net for Thetford as they made the long trip down. Thetford, if you head to Thetford, there's a truck stop called P&H Truck Stop. You know, it seemed like, how would I know this, but it's got awesome food. It's worth the ride to Thetford. I'll tell you that. Oh, if there's a good place to eat, I know it. You can tell by my physique that I enjoy eating. So it's the first time when I went to that truck stop diner on the way to Thetford that they had I ever had maple cream pie, and I fell in love with it immediately and crave it ever since. But it was awesome. Now we'll go off from Kachupi out of bounds. We're down to 38-30 to go in this soccer game. The River trying to keep the pressure on. And if you look at the stats, and you just go by time of possession inside the 18, you're inside your offensive 18. The River just dominated that stat. They kept the ball over midfield in their offensive end, dominated that stat. Had more corners, more shots. And, you know, the big story is on the board. They have 3 goals. Randy Dewey has stopped play at 38-19. Oh, you know what it is? She's got orange gloves on. And I don't think, unless she's deer hunting out here, I don't think she can do that. Yeah, that's what Randy Dewey stopped the game for, was she can't have those bright orange gloves on. Her dad's probably at home getting ready to go deer hunting, looking for those right now. Thetford's kind of, I don't want to say woodchucky, but it's kind of up there in the backwoods of Vermont. There's probably a lot of those orange gloves being worn right now. It's not that you can't wear gloves, it's just that you can't wear those bright orange gloves. That should be out of play, and it will be Hannon taking yet another throw here, basically right in front of the bleachers section at Mill River. And I've told you before, and I'm just going to remind you again, November 27th and 28th, Varsity Louise DeLager will be at the Paramount Theater. 8 o'clock show times. You go to ParamountLive.org to get your tickets, and he's a funny dude. It's worth it. It's his holiday show too, so not only will you get Rusty, but you get all his guest entertainers with him. A lot of good music, a lot of comedy, and Hannon coming down. It's usually Hannon or Bagley that'll take the throws. Right now it's Hannon on this right side of the field. Actually, we'll go over the top to the vacated portion of the field. Kachupi just a step late getting there, and that's going to roll toward the inline, and I'm thinking corner, and that's what we'll have. So now again, I have to move in from the window because of the rain blowing in, but I will widen the shot out. We won't watch the actual kick, but we'll watch the ball come in and the formation set up in front. And Osborne will serve the ball up. She's got 2 goals today for the Minutemen. Rebecca Day with the other goal. Day also with an assist. Actually, I think Osborne has an assist also. Oh, that's a beautiful spot, and it's going to be, unstoppable. They've served it up. She'll get the assist. Day, I think, and Bagley both being congratulated. They're in the same place, and I think it's going to be Bagley that will get credit for it. That will be the 4th goal that I have taped off a serve from Osborne. Boy, did those two click well together, and that will make it 4-0 Mill River. 3 minutes even into the second half. We're in the 43rd minute of soccer. It becomes 4-0 the Minutemen. And off a corner, you couldn't have gone up. Now, Bagley will get the goal, and Osborne will get the assist. And boy, that is a big backbreaker, that 4th goal here to Thetford as they find themselves down 4 now. And Mill River, like I said, taking it one game at a time, but step number one was to get off on the right foot in these playoffs, and they're looking to host the quarterfinal game here on a Saturday afternoon at Mill River. Regular season was great, 14-0. Means nothing now. You're in the playoffs, and this is what all that hard work has been for. To the corner, and Merrill will come back around, and she did knock the ball down temporarily. And Mooney with the save, was scrambling around, will get on top of the ball and make sure there's no second shot. Mooney got spinning around in that mud down there, and looked like she was four-wheeling out here in the backwoods of Mill River, and she will take the punt. And a shortened field by Thetford. They need Nick's goal. There's no more analytical need to go into it. Thetford down by 4. That's quite a bit in soccer, and that'll go off from Rockstead out of bounds, and it should become, well, I'm thinking blue throw, but I'm waiting to see if anybody's going to take the throw. It'll be Bagley, so it's going to be a white throw, so I was wrong there. It'll be Bagley coming across the field to take the throw. Merrill had gloves on, and she took her gloves off. Number 15 out there for Mill River. Rockstead with a little nudge will push it up to Osmer, and I was Kachupi. I thought I had it right. I've had a problem with Osmer and Kachupi all year long because they're about the same build and same color hair. And the number 7 and number 9 with old vision looks pretty similar out there. So that was Kachupi that time. And Thetford, they had one really high quality scoring chance in the first half. You missed it because that's the one time I had to shut the camera off and move it in and re-level the tripod. But they had a good chance, and boy, since then, it's been all Mill River. Toughest game of the year, hard to say for Mill River. They had that struggle with Springfield 1-0 that they won here in the last Seniors Day, in the last game of the regular season. They had the overtime win against Mount Anthony. They had to come from back behind win over Hartford and Hartford. So, I mean, you know, you start looking through, and they played a lot of D1 schools and obviously won with an undefeated record. And, oh, that's going to be a foul on Kachupi. She did a slide and inadvertently took out Haley Griggle. Yeah, they're going to mark the ball 25-yard line. It should be set down about the 25, and that's for Waterman. She'll check with Stan Blickhart. He likes the mark, and that's where she'll take the kick. And yeah, I'll have quarterfinal soccer action for you from Proctor. The boys' varsity quarterfinal game against Arlington. Coach Kevin Ratty retired for a couple days from Mill River. He took the job at Proctor. He's got his team the number 1 seed in Division 4, or D Division, whatever they call it nowadays. And they already have a playoff win, a 9-0 win over Cabot. And they're looking forward to their 3rd meeting of the year with Arlington. Winner there will advance on to the semifinals. And Coach Kevin Randy brought that high rev offense, that American-style soccer from the river to Proctor, Vermont. Again, as we wind down the soccer coverage on Munger Vision, getting ready for the basketball season. Nice step up by Osborne. She's looking to spring Ross, and the pass picked off. That's Robinson with the ball going forward. Lee, well, that's Jenny Holler. I'm sorry, Jenny Holler with the kick. Got it over into the offensive end of the field, but then the ball just booted out of play, and Hannon will take the throw for the Minutemen. 3 goals in the first half. That's where we were at halftime, 3-0. Then Chelsea Bagley getting a score here in the second half, making it 4-0 Mill River. Again, I talked about finishers and how this team has a multitude of finishers. Well, you look at Osmer, Day, and Bagley, all 3 different goal scorers, and that's what I'm talking about, 3 different people, finishers, and they even have more out there, but they'll link up with Kachupi in the middle of the field. We'll go to Day, and she'll take the ball, pop it to the inside, knock it down on the trap, take the dribble, send the ball through, and she's got a perfect job for Ross coming in on the right side, the shot, and off the post and out of bounds. She just couldn't get a little more hook on the ball and bring it inside. Nice job playing the angle by Gabriella Packed out there, but another good rush down the field by the Minutemen. Just missing goal number 5. That happened with 32:43 to go in the second half. No, it's playoff varsity soccer. This is Taggart, Maureen Taggart with the ball. She'll slide it through, and I don't see a white jersey anywhere, and there isn't. They'll kick it side out, and we'll have a throw by the Minutemen. And Hannon has shown the ability from this position on the field to go right into the box on the 18. She lobbed it, and boy, she's looking on that inline today, and it's going to be a corner for Mill River as it goes off from the defender through the inline, and the Minutemen. We're going to send Rebecca Day over. I'm looking for Osborne. She's not in the game right now. No, Emily Osborne not in the game right now, so they're going to have Rebecca Day serve the ball Again, I'll take the front of the net because I can't see the corner right now because of rain blowing in the window. I've had to move back from my usual position. And that's going to be, oh, save went off. It missed the header of Merrill and went off one of the Panther players, but their goalie packed right in place will make the save, a crucial save. And if it goes 5-0, you might as well start the bus up and hit that truck stop going home and have some good vittles to eat. The Mill River Minutemen men's team eliminated yesterday from the soccer tournament, but congratulations on a very good season for them, very successful season under first-year head coach Ian Aiken. Again, good opportunity for me to thank the Mill River administration and athletic director Rob Black and the parents and the players of Mill River community allow me to videotape the sports, put it on Channel 15. It is a honor to do that, and Day coming forward, trying to truck it on in, knocks it down, will race to the ball in the inline, she'll take the shot, and blocked and saved by Peck and Taggart, looking to get the swing on it, can't get a foot on it, the ball will come up to the top of the 18 of Mill River with relentless pressure now. In the second half, just knocking on the door, just missed getting goal number 5, and packed with good saves down there. Gabrielle Pack started the game in that, still in that, and we'll have Hannon take the throw. They wanted to back up about 5 yards and take the throw. And again, the wind picking up now here at Mill River, and the rain still coming down. And a deep throw looking for Kachupi. Ball well marked up. It was double teamed there by Panthers. Now we'll go out of bounds. We'll have Hannon take another throw. Yeah, she'll have to back up. Well, she's going to go back about 8 yards, 9 yards. It just didn't seem it went out at that point, but she would know better than I would. She's down there. No, Mill River has come out, played like a number 1 seed, played like the higher seed, and hasn't given the Panthers, other than that one shot that you missed on videotape, they've really been giving the Panthers a lot to think they're in the ballgame about that. Ball will bleed to the outside, be picked up, and they want to turn to the inside. Team speed, like I said, big thing in soccer, and it is very evident now in that Mill River has a dominant edge in team speed out there. And Bagley got there just a step late, and Merrill working to the outside, and should go backwards to go forwards as Lee will step into it and go to about 25 on the bounce, about 28 yards on the kick. On the dribble, then Rockstadt pressured the ball, and the Panthers give it to the outside. Merrill with the challenge, and they'll just bump and grind there and trade some paint on that far side. And they'll nudge it out and just whipped on at the 40-yard line and missed. And that will bounce all the way in, and waiting to see what Lee was doing. Mooney usually would come out and call for that. Lee, I think it was anticipating that. It didn't happen, and the ball rolled back another 2 or 3 yards, and then they took the throw. And now we're going to have a throw by, we'll have a change of throws. I believe Robinson coming across the field. Nope, she's going to take the ball and give it up to her teammate. Belsey Gross going to take the throw. No, that's not her. That's Tarleton, number 28. She just came in the ball game, had come all the way across from the bench, and she take the short throw. Everything was marked long, and Thetford down by 4. Thetford on the acceleration, and the little toe kick there brought the ball back 6 yards, and they're trying to drive it off from Hannon's head, and then overran by Bagley. Now she'll get back in position to link up with Ross, Eleanor Ross. Up ahead today, and she's behind the defense already, and she's got pull-away speed. She doesn't look it, but she's got that good speed, and she's going to try to take it all the way in, and she's going to force a throw by Thetford. As we near the 28-minute play mark, we played 52 minutes of soccer, and Mill River has rung up 4 goals. Number 1 seed looking to go to the quarterfinals. Oops, there's Hannah way back. Now see, to me the ball didn't seem to go out that far. They'll take yet another throw, and Hannah will move down inside proximity of the 18 now. So, yeah, the umbrellas are out because it is playoff soccer, which means it's raining. It's either cold and windy or it's raining. That's playoff soccer, and we'll have Day take the kick. As Osmer, I hope's not injured, but she is not in the ball game. She's over on the bench. Of course, in a 4-0 game, you have the luxury of doing that as a coach. On a line drive kick, it'll skip past Bagley, who has a goal, roll to the outside, Rogstadt. See Randy Dewey in the background, one of the officials out there, and Rogstadt all the way to the inline just didn't lift the ball, got it there, and again, that very disorganized in their defensive end as Robinson got there late. The ball had gone out of bounds, and we'll have a throw coming up by Bagley. Bagley in line with the 20-yard line. And she'll take the throw right to the edge of the 18, Miss Day, and again, that's just a step up and a kick. No real purpose, she's going to get rid of the ball, as Waterman, number 17, was there for Thetford, and that's going to be knocked down by Merrill. Get her pass, a short one, but hard to handle. A lot of blue jerseys there, and they're able to turn it up. They need a goal, and they need it quick. Talking about Thetford. Lee up the field from about midfield, actually took the kick and got it on the toe of Day. Had a problem bringing it down and making the trap, and then a step back up by Holler, and she'll look for Ross, and he'll skip through the defense, and Day will be a little bit shy of being able to get there. Interesting call. They're going to go with Hannon taking the throw. They're saying it went off from number 25 down there in blue, 26 in blue, Fortunati. And Hannon coming on the ball game. They'll bring Bagley over now. Bagley will take the throw. She's going to be lined up with the 35-yard line. So Bagley from the 35 will take the throw for Mill River with 26 minutes even to go in this soccer game. And boy, that wall of blue was there, and they could... That stayed in bounds. No whistle. Yeah, and everybody kind of froze on the play, but it's rode the line, never crossed it, and Thetford able to take a few dribbles and pop it up to the 35-yard line. They'll go backwards to go forwards, and that ball's going to be intercepted by Holler. She'll step up and use her hip, nudge it forward. Now they're looking for the through ball. They had Robinson going down the right side, but the ball slid out from the side of the foot of the passer for Thetford, and that's Merrill keeping her balance, taking the bump. And then Lee came over and out of nowhere, and again just took the ball off the foot of the Thetford player. You see her get back into play. Talking about Lee, she's got that great makeup speed where you can get by her defensively, but she can loop around and get in your path and stop your progress to the goal. Taggart with reverse trap off the dribble, brings it back down, and there's a nice move. Day still out there. I gotta believe Osmer's either not feeling well or got a little issue because she's not in the ball game, but Day is. If you're going to rest key components, I would imagine Day would be out of there. Of course, I'm just speculating. Osmer could be sitting over there having a cup of hot cocoa, doing fine. They're going to bring Brett Bagley over. Has Hannah now the ball game right now. And the Minutemen in control at 4-0. They'll get the ball down to Taggart. And that will just should be a rethrow, and we'll have Bagley basically standing in the same spot as before at the 30-yard line. That's just about where she'll release the ball. Brown, who started the game off so well, able to track that down and get it to Carrera, and that will ricochet around and come back to Carrera's toe and off the edge. And Kachupi trying to get the inside track, and then Fortunati able to pull away. Thetford, they've really not been able to establish any flow or rhythm to the ball game, either on over-the-top type of soccer, on those long passes, or those little short passes building up the links coming down the field. And of course, you got a tribute out of that to Mill River's defense, as though Veltsy Gross will enter the ball game, along with number 4 coming in, Mackenzie Mann. Mann's going to take the throw, number 4. See, she's got gloves on also, but they're not having her take her gloves off. I think it was just the color of the bright orange. Carrera ran just enough interference, so Bagley will get the ball, and that's going to be a white throw. Yeah, it went off one of the many defenders for Thetford there, and the ball went out of bounds. As we're nearing the 23-minute to play mark here in the second half. And that, they were looking for Day at the top of the 18. Kick was a little bit strong, a little bit long, and nice save on that side, and then the kick out of bounds by Mann. And Bagley trying to roll up her sleeve and get set here. It is a miserable day to be out there if you're a soccer player. You are going to be one wet, cold soccer player when this is all said and done. And corner coming up for Mill River. Can they lead in that statistical advantage by a whopping, staggering count? Corners and shots on that. They went to the short corner. Kachupi wants to get the ball back today, and she'll send a kick in. Never got through another corner for the Minutemen, so it goes through the inline. And Day coming over. She can see you can't. Well, you can kind of see her there. I had to move the camera in further than what I'm used to. Oh, and the great kick. They couldn't direct the header coming in. Day charged the ball. We'll get it down to Carrera, and she'll send it up and... Oh, no, it didn't get in still. Couple chances from point-blank range. Brown got the last chance, and Thetford able somehow not to allow that goal to get in there. Maybe a little luck involved, but we're starting to swarm around again as they sense that fifth goal coming. Day shot off the top of the crossbar. Kachupi trying to bring it down. Taggart can't push it through. Ball squirts to the outside and rolls along, but not through the inline. It's going to be saved on that side by Thetford. Taggart with the pressure, able to reach in there with a long leg and poke the ball free. And everybody waiting for a call. And I think it's just going to be a throw or corner. It's going to be a throw because Rebecca Day going over number 5 to serve up the ball. Again, with 21:10 to go, a fifth goal here would be just about that's all she wrote, folks. And that sailed way out and got off from the knee of Carrera and came outside the 18, and all that was there was Thetford Panther people as they're on the break. A lot of field to dribble with, then they'll send the ball through. Holler racing to get to that edge of the field, and she'll turn the corner and lose it out of bounds while a blue throw. Again, no lead's insurmountable, but you got to start a comeback somewhere. Right now, Thetford pitching a goose egg on the board, and Kenzie Mooney's had I have her as 4 saves, but that's unofficial. And the conditions really haven't affected either team or either goalie, to be honest with you. And that ball just in a crowd of people, and right now getting bogged down in the center of the field, and that's why Lee wants to change into the field, reverse directions of the field, as that ball intended for Day, and she turned and just gently fell to the ground. And Kachuk, that's Taryn Redenis out there. Redenis, number 4, had the touch. Now she'll get back in position defensively. Brown, Redenis, and Merrill up front right now, along with Holler getting back, back line. That'll skip in, and Mooney will watch go through the inline, and it should become goal kick for Mill River as they got the clock down now below at the midway point. At 19:30 to go in the second half. Winner will move on. The loser will get set for basketball season. Lee will bring the ball over here to this near side. That's where Amanda Lee will mark the ball and take the kick. Lee, a junior back there. Gets that momentum behind her and will step into the kick and bring it up this near side. And with a little help from Thetford, that'll go out of bounds near midfield. We'll have a white throw. Decent kick off the ground by Amanda Day. It's a hard day to plant your foot out there and drive the ball on a kick. That loose, wet, muddy turf from Bagley. Again, working on those shirt sleeves. She has them over her hands when she's running the field. When she takes the throw, she brings them back up and for the wrist so she can get a good grip on the throw. But I tell you what, Lee came busting up out of nowhere. You see the Thetford player getting up awful slow right now. You know, we haven't had a handball or an offsides today at all. It's been a very smooth ride so far for Mill River. They played well. And that's going to be Taggart getting the bounce going her way, going forward and first offsides. Yep, I had to go and say it. That'll be the first offside of the contest, and it happens with just 18:22 left here in regulation. Well, here in the second half. We don't have to worry, I don't think, about that overtime regulation thing today. And Waterman will set the ball down and take the kick. And she's able to get it over the first layer of defense near the 40-yard line, and that's going to be attacked there by Kachupi, and then they'll step up by Bagley, and comes back to Kachupi. Again, Ross trying to push the ball through to Taggart. She's trying to hold the line and not go off sides, and that will come up and go to Brown. Brown's going to go all the way back and hook up with Hannon. Hannon from 30 yards out, and that will skip in and be dribbled and saved by Pact. And again, you get that wet surface and the ball skids short hop in front of the goalie like that. Anything can happen. We will take the throw now from Bagley here on this near sideline. And that swivel kick is going to skip out, and I tell you, there has been a lot of opening like this in the middle of the field. She should just take the dribble. Yeah, she got giddy up and go there as she saw that the field is wide open, take it on the dribble, and she'll out-kick her teammate, and it'll come down in the hands of Mackenzie Mooney, and she'll take the punt over to the far side. Now, she hasn't kicked a lot today, but when she has kicked, she's kicked the ball very effectively. Like that, it's an excellent kick by Mooney. See Brown going back to get the ball. Now it kicks to the side on her, and she's just trying to set up the move to the inside. Her pass intended for Kachupi. Mann will pick it off, and she'll just send it up to midfield. And again, right now, Thetford's had just a big problem trying to get any type of consistency going on their offensive flow. And Taggart pushes it up to Kachupi, and she's got the ball in the middle of the field, finds Ross, goes off the back of her heel. Taggart. Paige Carrera, can she bring the ball out in front? And oh, she did, and oh, what a great save, and there's a goal. Make no doubt about that one, she buried it. And I believe it's going to be Haley Kachupi getting credit for the game's 5th goal. Now, they had a lot of chances earlier, prior to that whole sequence, but during that sequence, they had a bunch of chances. And I think it's going to be Miss Kachupi with the goal. 5-0 Mill River over at Thetford. I'll wait. Yeah, here goes Mike Lee. Yeah, Taggart will get the assist. Kachupi will get the goal. And I did tell you about finishers. That's 4 different goal scorers now for Mill River. 2 by Osmer, 1 by Day, 1 by Bagley, and now Kachupi. And Kachupi out of the ballgame, getting her warm-ups on. That could be her whole day right there. Should be all done for this afternoon. And I missed who came in for her to replace her. Taggart had a couple chances earlier in this half to put the ball away, and this time she'll get the assist on that play. Carrera started the whole thing off, remember, by bringing it along the in-line and crossing the ball out in front of the net. Like I said, a lot more finishers than I've seen in the last several years here for Mill River. They've had great scores, they've had a couple scores, but now they've got a more balanced team, this 2009 squad. You see Hannah Gordon get the ball and slide it down the sideline, and that will stay in play as they're waiting for it. And no, I see it never. I don't know why she hesitated, but it cost her possession. Here comes Taggart down, approaching the 18, wants to take it on the dribble, and left it for Brown. Brown will circle around, and they're going to go back to her Dennis, but that was picked off. And you see him nudge it to the outside, and Robinson down to the open corner, and Mooney plenty of time to go out and get the ball. See how the ball slows down on the roll right there? It's very muddy down in that end of the field. 15 minutes left in Thetford season. 15 minutes before Mill River will move on to their date Saturday. And of course, they have to wait and see who they're going to be playing. But a 5-0 lead and a pretty darn solid effort by Mill River in every facet of the game. A lot of different contributors. And I like the way they came out and set the tone early. They put the pressure on early and attacked and didn't really let Thetford get their feet underneath them and legs underneath them. Hannon's going to take the throw, and she's on the opposite side of the field, and she's going to go back to the 45-yard line. Probably release at midfield. That was Thomas that came into the ballgame there, replacing Ross for Mill River. To Taggart, boy, she sees the open field, and I like the way she takes the dribble. Goes to the outside and wants to bring it back to the right foot. She does, lifts it, and just a tad bit high. It'll go out of bounds with a goal kick. And we're going to have Waterman, number 17, mark the ball on the near side of the box. And that will not make the edge of the field. It was saved by Mann, and she brought it back to her teammate right on the edge of the 18. They'll go off from Carrera's cleat and stay in bounds to Thomas. Thomas going to have a busy Saturday on Halloween. I'm positive she's the one that was in the Pumpkin Princess. She's in the parade, the Halloween parade. If they play at 3 o'clock Saturday, their soccer game, she's going to have just enough time to get the soccer game in and hustle down and get in the float or the convertibles they drive in. Yeah, we'll have Hannon go. I had to look, see if it's going to be Bagley or Hannon, and this time he'll send Hannon over now. At this point on the field, she usually goes right into the 18 with it. And That time that was a well-built wall defending that play. Sher was able to get it into a teammate, and that's going to go and be a white throw on the call on Hannon. Now they're warming up Abdelnauer, the backup goalie, or the other goalkeeper on the Mill River sideline. She did get to play in some ball games this year, so we'll see if she's going to come in and replace Mackenzie Mooney. And on the throw, they'll keep it short. Mill River had gone long, marked everything. And for all intents and purposes, this one is going to be a Mill River win. And they did everything they had to do, that's for sure. As you see, Thomas race to the ball, but unable to turn the corner and bring it any further, but she'll lean on the Thetford player and got a whistle, and she might lean a tad bit too much. And the ball set down for Waterman. We've gone below 12 minutes to play now. It's going to be an early night. No overtime to worry about. It was an early start and an early finish today. As Bagley came up and lifted it like a 9-iron, dropped it at the 20-yard line. Goes off from Carrera's foot to Redenis, and Redenis, well, I'm not sure she wanted to go back to Bagley, but that's who it ended up with. And on the cross pass, will be picked up by Thetford. They've been bottled up in their defensive end quite a bit today, and that's going to be Taggart coming in and picked up by Pack, and she bobbled it, but picked it back up before Taggart could do any damage with the ball. That's a very rare punt. Pack, the goalie, has not punted a lot today. It's either been Waterman or a goal kick, and Waterman's been taking those. This is Waterman 17 moving up the field right now, and she will get set to put this ball into play with 11 minutes to go in this soccer game. Brown, the nice step up, gives it to Taggart. And Taggart likes to take it on the dribble. And that comes from being just a freshman on the team. That's going to be in the 18, and Pack, you'll get there and pick it up, and you can see Taggart coming under pressure along with Thomas. Pack will bring the ball back more toward the middle of the box, and she'll take the kick. Again, very high but very short kick. And that gives Munger a chance to condense down the field. And that's bringing in Thomas, number 12, working on trying to go through the body to get to the ball, and she's able to reach in there, and it's still in play. Of course, you can't quite see it. Actually, I think the air, the wind, they stopped blowing the rain in, so I actually could if I wanted to. Put the tripod back out the window. Bagley's going to take the throw, though, and she's facing the wind right now, the wind blowing in her face on this throw. And her target was Taggart, and she couldn't get to it. They'll lose it out of bounds, and we'll have Bagley just take the throw again. Basically the same spot she was just a second ago. She'll stop, start, reset, and look for Carrera this time. Now come all the way out of bounds at the 30, and Bagley will just move back a tad and get set to take the throw again into the wind. With 9:26 to go in this soccer game, 5-0 Mill River. 4 different scores for the Minutemen. And a corner coming up for the Minutemen. Okay, so I set the tripod back up to where I usually do. And I'm going to send Paige Carrera over. Because see, now I get the view of the corner. She'll set the ball down. We're going to take the kick. It goes short to Katrupi. With the left foot, she'll drive it far post and nobody home, and that's going to go all the way through. And Hannon will watch it roll out through the inline. We'll have a goal kick now for the Panthers. And Waterman again will play the whole game she has, and she'll take the job here, getting set to kick the ball. I couldn't pick a most valuable player today. I think it was just a great team effort by Mill River. They, again, very balanced attack, very unified defense, very experienced goalie, and they just came out and played Mill River soccer today. They just looked real good. Thetford looking for a goal here in the ball game. Now they get shut out in the playoffs. Lee will angle the kick up over the 45-yard line, and We're volleying back and forth right now, and that's going to be past Kachupi back in the ballgame. Remember, Kachupi's got the most recent goal, the 5th goal for Mill River. And it should be Carrera taking the throw. So the junior, Paige Carrera, with the toss, went out from Taggart's knee, and that will roll down to Kachupi. Nope, she's fast, but not that fast, and that will go out through the inline, and we'll have a goal kick coming up for Waterman and Thetford. As the rain has let up somewhat, and they did make a goalie switch as Ablenauer now in the game for Mill River, junior Lauren Ablenauer. The rain has let up, but the wind has picked up, so it's pick your poison, as that will ricochet off from several players and come down to rest at the 40. And again, it's just been tough to get the ball through the middle of the field for Thetford. No matter who Coach Chadburn's had in there, like he's got a lot of his reserves in there right now, but they're playing just as well and just as tough in the middle of the field as the people who started the ball game did. As Taggart will get there, and I tell you, Taggart got a lot of speed. Not that I wouldn't think she's fast, but because she's tall, it doesn't seem like she's moving fast, but she makes up a lot of space real quick. She's got good acceleration. As Chelsea Bagley accelerating to this near side of the field, and that's where Chelsea will take the throw, which is 6.5 minutes to go. And playoff game number 1 will be in the books for the 2009 Minutemen. And it's tough, I think, to come in undefeated and ranked number 1 because, well, you just got a lot of pressure applied on yourselves because you are undefeated. And it's coming back, and it's going to be Taggart getting just a toe on it, slide it in to Pack, and she'll scoop it up, and now she'll walk it out to the top of the 18 and take the kick. You get a short kick, and no handball on that. Didn't come up high enough to make contact with the hand. Waterman up the field was able to get the kick up to midfield no further. Mill River again hemming things in, and now they'll go up over the top. And Lee back there directing traffic along with Holler, a couple of real experienced defenders. Man on the dribble will stop, go back, get the ball, take the kick, and Abdenauer will make the save. So this will be Lauren Abdenauer's first kick, and it's a dandy. Good carry on the ball. That was against the wind also. Thinking Abdenauer just a junior, you'll have to assume she's going to take over the starting spot from Mooney next year. There's Taggart battling for it, trying to get it to Thomas, and then Thetford with the takeaway. In the center circle of the field, and they'll spank the ball down, and nice step up. That's Lee again, taking control back there in the defensive end for Mill River. And that kick coming through, and Abdenauer will bobble, pick it up, and no damage done, no traffic around her, and she'll get another chance to get a punt off here. And good results again on a nice kick, and the roll will bring it into Mill River's offensive end with just 4.5 minutes to go. 5-0 Mill River. And that's Kachupi applying the pressure, and not doing more than applying the pressure. She took the ball away and looked for Brown to come down that outside lane. Taggart to the side, and they'll just swing the ball down now. The Carrera, who's on sides, but then launched the ball off her foot. I don't think she meant to kick it that hard. And it will become a blue throw as we hit the 4-minute even mark. And I'm waiting to see who's coming across. For Mill River coming into the ball game right now. Man's going to take the ball and throw it in bounds. Or Thetford. That's a high lob of a throw. Kachupi was looking to turn in, trying to get goal number 2 on this afternoon before, and now we'll go on a plane. We should have a white throw, and it's going to be Bagley coming all the way across. 3:33 to go. And Redenis. See, she comes in for Kachupi. No, it's going to be Redenis for Bagley, and it looks like Redenis will take the throw. So Bagley's afternoon is complete. She had a goal today, played excellent defense. So Taryn Redenis to go to Taggart, and that ball saved by Thomas, and cleared, though, out of bounds of another Mill River throw. And it'll be Redenis again, basically the same spot she was just a second ago. Nice deep throw, got it to Thomas, and just couldn't get the shot directed on net as she came around the defender. That's right, 2:50 to go in this soccer game. And on the skip, that gives Mill River a chance to condense down the field. See the nice mark by Taggart, and then the ball roll through. 5 goals by Mill River, 3-0 at the half. The Minutemen, 2 goals here in the second half, 4 different scores, and neither goalie had a lot to worry about for Mill River. Either the starter Mooney or the finisher Abdelnauer. And there's a step up by Lee, so they will advance to the next round of the playoffs. Look at Holler get back there. All this Mill River defense wants to preserve the shutout. Believe me, there's no doubt about that. And a nice steal by Taggart, and then a nice soft pass into the front of the field. And will she be able to get there? Yes, she will. That's Kachupi with that good speed. Looking for the inline and goal kick. Just a few seconds, under 2 minutes left now in this ball game. And Waterman not back there for the first time in a long time to take the kick for Thetford. And that will go out of play, and we'll just turn possession right back over to the Minutemen. And with Dennis now, we'll make her way across the field to take the throws the rest of this afternoon. Taryn with Dennis. A junior will get it on the head of Taggart, and then they had both Taggart and Thomas in the same position. Kachupi's ball never got through as she lined up to take the kick, and you see Merrill to the far side. Waterman there, able to poke it free, and she wants to go over the top, and defensively back is Holler. There's Lee. Lee will take the angle of attack now. Didn't have to worry about it as Holler got there. And again, she's very good about fighting through the offensive players to get to the ball, and she'll just clear it up and out. And you just see how well marked Thetford was on that whole play as Mill River. They have 5 goals, and that will be the talk. But they, again, when they had to, they played outstanding defense. 27 seconds go in playoff game number 1. Most important thing now is get the players home, dried up, warmed up, something to eat, so they don't catch a cold. Taggart will let it settle, fake the first kid, wanted to make the move around the defender, and then the ball sent in deep with just 8 seconds, and this will be the soccer game, and it's going to be Mill River as a team with the big win here. Nice job by Coach Chadburn and his #1 seed undefeated Mill River squad set for the win, and Amanda Lee and Jenny Holler celebrating win #1 in the playoffs. So it's on to the quarterfinals for Mill River. Congratulations to the Minutemen. A good effort by Thetford. You'll catch more soccer playoff action on Munger Vision on PEGTV or at PEGTV.com. But congratulations to the Minutemen.